you attributing these issues to the materials destroyed, as you stated in paragraph 11. Can you state what you, Nambi, know the electoral materials and documents referred to? You just named those that were destroyed.
According to the agents reporting to me, my lord, I was informed that the ballots, the containers that carry the ballots, and then also the biometric machines were some of the documents, the items that were destroyed on that day, and others were the desks.
Did you have such evidence in your petition on the ballots that were destroyed in your evidence? Do you have any? Yes or no? Ballots, these ballots. Well, I'll take you.
Yes, my lord. And
Yeah,
they are electro materials. The
So
ballots are
ballots.
still electro materials.
So ballots were one of those.
And the documents.
Do you know that one of the ordinarily, what happens at the polling station, the ballot books a number of ballots before you even commence, and the primary issues determined that there are two booklets, this number of ballots at the given polling station. Did you at least receive that information between 7 and 4?
My lord, according to the affidavits of the agents, they confirm that at the start of the elections, there was compliance.
So, compliance at the start. How many ballots did Kalemba tell you? At least those which were destroyed because they are disclosed. Kalemba Herbert at Mbogo Primary School, you have such evidence. So that we are certain. Given number of ballots were dropped and were destroyed. You have this in evidence.
I just got information about the polling stations where the chaos destroyed
You
this
don't have the evidence
materials,
about
my
the
lord.
number of ballots papers.
No, my lord.
So I'm getting it that apart from the chaos, violence, even when it was smooth as stated, the agents did not report anything about the voting exercise.
No, my lord.
Despite the calm and the start. Okay, do you have evidence then on the containers, those are ballot boxes, in your petition? I need the evidence. How are they destroyed? Were they burnt down? You have any such evidence on the same containers, ballot boxes, in your petition? Doesn't matter whether it's hearsay.
No, my lord, but it's encompassed in the electoral materials and documents that were destroyed, my lord.
So you leave it to us to imagine, is that your case? Is it in this petition? How many, the number, and how?
No, my lord.
It's not. BBVK. What is the BBVK? You mentioned it. BVPK, something. Educate me. You mentioned it as one of the, because I am imagining how BVPK was destroyed. And the information, most important. Tell us, do you know the BVPK machine?
The biometric machine, my lord, yes, I know it.
Just tell us about the BVPK. Tell us the purpose of a BVPK that you know.
It's to verify the voter, my lord.
So, is it true that you go to a polling station, it gets your forensics, and confirms that you're a registered voter at a polling station? Because you know it. So, yes?
Yes, please.
Is it your statement? Because voting, you come, it verifies. That is all I want, the registered voter. And it stores that information.
Yes, 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 my lord.
So is it true that using a BVPK, even if your agents are negated to tell you, can you use a BVPK to ascertain the number of voters who turned up at the polling station? Okay,
I can't.
you can. Can't, you went wrong that.
My lord, if every voter has used the biometric machine, it will be able to show the total number, my lord.
And you'll be capable of using it to ascertain the number of people at least who turned up.
Yes, my lord.
Did you request for such information from the Electoral Commission? Assist. Did you or you did not?
No, my lord.
To your belief, would it have been essential? You are proving, would it have been an essential element? 12%, no, it's not 100%. Like my senior colleague was giving you. Generous. Would it be essential?
My lord, I would request the second respondent to
Would it be essential?
help us with the answer of that.
Would it be an essential element for this purpose?
Yes, my lord, it's essential.
So to conclude on this, between the BVPK and information from your lawyers, I've seen it in paragraph 13 and paragraph 14. Where you say, I am informed by my lawyers, associated advocates with information. I very believe the truth. That there was non-compliance with the provisions laid down in the Parliamentary Elections Act relating to elections, and that the non-compliance and failure to hold elections in accordance with those provisions affected the result. I am further informed by my lawyers, which information I very believe to be true and correct, that the four stated failure and non-compliance disenfranchised the voters at the impugned polling stations, including myself, a voter at Ingogo Primary School playground, disenfranchised. Who would you choose as Nambi between the BVVK and your lawyers? Who would you choose to have better information on this non-compliance and disenfranchisement between the BVVK and your lawyers? Where would we get?
My lord, if I had the biometric machines, would be them, but in this instance, they were not there.
What did you ever request for them? Probably. You said no. Would you then rely on the hearsay evidence from your lawyers if the BVVK were available? Would you then? Well, if you can't
Beg your pardon?
that, well, let me paraphrase it. Would I then be right to say that you ignored the BVVK for fear of the truth again in the numbers?
My lord, they were not availed to me.
Well, it is not very hard to ascertain why you do not know. It's because you are relying on information from people even where you confirmed you are not there, confirmed even the information of these materials from your lawyers. My lord, I'm looking at information from paragraph 10, 11. I'm informed the lien agents is in 11, at 10, 11. You have 13, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, and so on. My lord, a witness has admitted that all this evidence is hearsay. I heard from my lawyers, from my agents. I confirm some of them will not come to this court. My lord, it's my submission on this issue that a party, my lord, can rely. Actually, I can raise an objection at this stage, my lord. I can do it during trial. And it's my prayer, actually, that all this evidence, paragraphs 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 16, 19, and so on, my lord, all based on hearsay evidence. The same, my lord, I submit is inadmissible, cannot be considered during trial going forward. Because we are not making headway. Witnesses, will not be considered, and I pray that it will be expunged. From record of being hearsay. Note 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, all 16, 18, 19, all 19, 20, 20, badly that, a lot. My Lord, the elementary style under section 59 of the Evidence Act, I pray that all these amendments be expanded off the record of being hearsay evidence. My Lord, I submit that evidence, admissible evidence, must be of that witness who says he or she saw the given issue and was there, or heard. My Lord, specifically, we have several decided cases, one of them being retired Colonel Dr. Kiza Besigye versus Royal Kaputa Museveni. This area was canvassed, and the ratio was that such evidence would be expanded. My Lord, my colleague will submit on that authority going forward. The starting point would be not bring me back in that. Bring me back in the record. The starting point would be order 19, rule 3, 2, which is rule 3, 1 and 2. The effect that affidavit evidence must only be restricted to information by the deponent. The courts have canvassed this area, and it is a settled area. Another the cases I'm going to provide, but the actual authorities will be furnished with court later for information. My Lord, we had with your guidance.
You have made your prayer, and I will consider it the general evaluation of it. As I evaluate the general context.
My Lord, I understand.
But I have captured your prayer.
But our understanding, my Lord, has been that now then how do we continue cross-examining on evidence that we have already My Lord, maybe then that means that our objection has been sustained, but they have been expanded.
I have said that I will consider it doing the general evaluation. I didn't say I would say so to reconsider that, you can continue to examination.
Yes. I'm not because on this issue, let him complete the submission.
Okay,
Let him conclude his submission then. Yes.
And then you can
The first one is Paul Kawanga Semobili
Okay.
and Zachary Aulum. Versus the other detail. Constitution petition number 1, number 3, 1999.